Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Oh my gosh, it's the weight loss update. It's the update on my new health journey. Are you guys ready for this? It's been a grueling week. I'm not sure I'm ready to make this video, and I actually have therapy here in just a little bit, so I can't talk for too long, but I wanted to come on here and I wanted to do my weekly update. Before I get into that, though, I want to make it very, very clear that me doing this weight loss journey, you know, I said in my video that I did on Monday, if you watch my video that I think I posted on Monday or Tuesday, but I was talking about how I was having a lot of success in my weight loss journey and whatever, you know, and there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. You know, there's going to be successes and there's going to be failures, and I look at all of that as learning experience with what I'm going through. But I want to make one thing very, very clear. This is not a quick fix to this isn't a temporary fix to a permanent problem. My weight is something that I've struggled with since middle school. And, I mean, I've said this before, but I've done every fad diet out there. I've done, you know, every weight loss program, whatever. And, you know, when I have been the healthiest in my life, when I have been at the weight that I'm the most content with and my body looks closest to what I want it to look like, and also, you know, my doctors are happiest and all that kind of stuff, and I feel very healthy and I'm sleeping well and all that kind of stuff, is when I am very, very active. There's been periods of my life, like several years periods, where I was running every day, I was lifting weights several days a week, I was making good eating choices and things like that, and my mental health was good, and on and on and on, and I want to get back to that. This is not just a temporary fix. This is not me doing a diet. This is not me being fixated on some goal of a weight, although myself and my doctors do want me to get to a certain weight. So that part is important for me, but it's overall about me being a healthier person in general, making healthier choices with my eating, working on my food addiction, getting better sleep, being more active on a daily basis, getting back to some kind of like cardio, lifting weights regularly, just being active in any kind of way, whether that means getting outside and being active or doing something inside, like a Zumba class on YouTube or whatever. It's just about integrating more activity into my life because I've become very sedentary through the years. It also means, you know, doing things like, one of the things I made a commitment to in the last 2 years is like going and getting my teeth taken care of and things like that. I've never really had bad teeth, but I needed to go to the dentist on a regular basis and get cleanings and get the teeth taken care of and things like that, because as we get older, you know, I'm sure many of you have heard stories like this of people that have gotten sick because of their teeth, and so I wanted to like make sure of that. I think I shared this in my first video that I did, that I had a friend of mine that when she turned 60, the present that she gave to herself was that she went and literally had like every medical test done. She went and did all kinds of preventative medicine to make sure that she was in the best health possible. And that is one of the things that I have really been trying to do in the last 2 years, as far as like working with my doctors and things like that. And now it's time for me to do that with my weight and being active and things like that. So that is my goal. I do want to say one thing, that every once in a blue moon, and I've kind of mentioned her in a couple videos, and I know she's watching this because she commented on my last video, but every once in a while, you know, we get kind of blessings in disguise in strange places. And so I mentioned this in my last video, but last week when I made this video, I didn't want to make this video. I was actually going to put it off until this week because I wasn't doing well. I was ordering food every single night. I wasn't walking. I wasn't doing any of the things that I'd set out to do, even though I had said that I wanted to do a weight loss journey online because it would hold me accountable. Now, there's been several people that have said that that it's been proven that people that do weight loss journeys or health journeys online are not successful. I don't know if that's true or not statistically, but I will tell you that I am motivated by a lot of people that have lost weight, gotten healthy, and are very, very active online. And I have followed their stories for many, many years. And those are people that have motivated me. So I can only share from that experience. But what I do want to say is a very huge thank you to Kayla. Kayla is somebody that has watched my vlog. She watches a lot of my videos. She's watched my vlog for a very long time. Hey, Kayla, how are you? She comments regularly on there. And she had left a comment saying, are you going to do your weight loss update this week? And I shared this the other day, but I was pissed at first when I got the comment because I was like, I'm getting called out, basically, right? And I was pissed because it was, you know, somebody holding a mirror up to my face when I had said that I was going to do this thing. And anyway, and it was really just about the fact that I didn't want to get on video and have to admit my faults. Really, to be honest with you, I don't really care what anybody out there thinks. It was more for me and having to look at that and be like, these goals that you set for yourself, you haven't achieved, and now you're going to have to get on camera and you're going to have to admit to that, you know? And so I was really embarrassed about it. All the shame, the guilt, the embarrassment of my weight for years and years and years was coming back. You know, I mean, all the way to, I mean, I've experienced so much of like not going, wanting to go clothes shopping and ask for a certain size because they never have it, or not wanting to take my shirt off on the beach. Like, that's a huge thing for me, even today. You know, or just being around other people that have better bodies than me, or picking out an outfit to wear to a party or Christmas gathering or whatever, for years has always taken me a long time, until recently in the last 2 to 3 years when I've lost some weight, you know, and lost them because of medical issues. I didn't lose the weight because I was intentionally trying to lose weight. You know, I'm thankful that I lost the weight, but that's not why. So Kayla left this message, and it was really the kick in the butt that I needed, in all honesty. And I just want to thank Kayla for that, because she didn't say it in a nasty way. She didn't say anything rude. She just said it. She was like, are you going to be doing regular updates? She said it on my vlog. She was like, you know, like, are you going to still do regular updates, and what date are you going to do them on? And I hadn't really said anything about what date I was going to do it on, or I just said once a week, right? And so I thought, oh, I can just kind of put this off for another week, and then another week, you know, I'll have like, you know, maybe lost some weight at that point. But in all honesty, if I had waited another week, I probably wouldn't have lost anyway. You know, I probably would have continuing to be ordering Cheesecake Factory and pizza and Piata every single night, and, you know, eating crazy food at 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. And so it was really kind of the push that I needed, in all honesty. And that was Wednesday of last week when she said that to me. And on that vlog, I addressed it. That Wednesday vlog from last week, I addressed it. And I said, well, maybe I'll do my update next Thursday. Maybe I don't know, but I'm not going to do it tomorrow. And I made 50 excuses for it, which in all honesty, I believed. And because I was probably like in denial from really wanting to address the weight loss issues, even though I knew all of them. I mean, it's really the sickness of the food addiction, and I'm not making excuses for it. That's just what it was. And so I said on there that night, because it was a nice night, I said, I'm gonna go take a walk. And I got off of that vlog and I walked, and every single night since, I have walked. And in fact, my time has just gone up every single night. Every single night, I have walked more and more and more. And I am in love with my walks now. And I'm like finished like 3 or 4 audiobooks in the last week. And my husband knows I look forward to my walks. And I just am loving my walks. And for years, people have told me, you know, like, Peter, just get out and walk, you know. And I don't know, for some reason, from here to the end of our community, it felt like that was so long, and now I'm like stretching all the way out into all these different neighborhoods and walking all around. And, you know, yesterday I like went in a completely different direction and saw completely different things. I mean, roads I've driven down, you know, a million times in my life, but like yesterday was different, and I took a completely different route. And I'm listening to the book The Housemaid, and it's a thriller, and I was very excited listening to it. And last night I actually walked for 2 hours and 10 minutes, and I got home, and I'm sleeping better because of it. And I feel like it's really helping my mental health, not just my weight and my body. And I'm like so calm and relaxed when I come back from my walk. And I go inside and I fill up this huge cup of water, and I just like drink a whole thing of this. And it's just fantastic. And I just want to say that you know, we can encourage people in nice ways without having to be rude about it, without having to be nasty. And we also don't have to coddle people, you know, and say, oh my God, you know, like, love you so much, but, you know, you don't have to be mean and you don't have to coddle somebody. You can just be direct. And I think that it was in Kayla's directness of her just asking that was really, I mean, there was no emotion to it. There was nothing. It was just the kick in the butt that I need. So I just want to say, Kayla, thank you so much, because whether this just lasted a week, and this has been a fantastic week, or whether this lasts for the rest of my life, and I hope it does, it was the kick in the butt that I needed to get really started on my journey. And, you know, and everybody finds motivation in different ways, and that was the motivation that I needed that day. And I'm a big believer of opportunity meets desire, and you allowed that for me. So thank you. And I know that that might sound strange to, you know, people out there, that one comment really did that for me. But in this case, it really was one comment. And it was also the fact that it wasn't like, I mean, if it was somebody saying to me, you know, like, you fat ass, you're never going to do this diet, like, that would have made me just want to eat more, you know? And if it was somebody that was coddling me, that was like, oh, Peter, I love you so much, you can do this, just do it on your own time, like, I would have been like, yeah, I'm just going to do this on my own time. But it was just somebody flat out asking me, like, are you going to do the updates like you said you were going to do? And I was like, how dare she ask me a question about something I said I was going to do, you know? And so anyway, it was just the motivation that I needed. And she kind of made a joke about it on the video that I did on Monday, and I greatly appreciated it. But Kayla, I want you to know, you know, we've never talked in person, we've never met in person, but I am forever thankful for you. It was just really something that I needed. So yeah, so I started walking last Wednesday night, and then I don't remember what I ate. I'm not keeping like an eating journal or anything like that. I think for me, that's a little too structured. It's just about learning to make better eating choices. If you watched my grocery store haul yesterday, I talked a lot about the new things I'm eating and the new things I'm trying and all that kind of stuff. One of the things that I'm doing is, so I have to just tell you, like, I'm not one of those people that goes crazy over Stanley Cups. I'm just not. Like, I know there's people out there that swear by these Stanley Cups and go crazy. I will say I love them. I think they're great. I really do. I have bought myself and my husband the skinnier ones. He uses it for coffee. I used to use it for water. I think it's only 16 ounces, but it has a different lid. It doesn't have a straw. My cousin Caroline yesterday told me that straws are bad because they cause wrinkles around your mouth. And I'm like, Caroline, but when you have a beard, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, somebody sent me they sent me two of these actually, and then somebody else sent me a black one, and one for me and one for Alex. And I've used it from time to time, but it really just kind of like sits on the counter, and sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. In the last week, I have used this every single day. It's 40 ounces, and I'm drinking 2 to 3 of these a day because I'm trying to drink 80 to 120 ounces of water a day. And this has been so helpful for me, and I just want to say I'm so thankful for that. I'm trying to increase my water, drink less diet soda, and I'm really not drinking diet soda at all. Not drinking, like, it's smarter choices for me, like not using like the syrups in my coffee. People have suggested to me, and I already did know that they existed, the skinny syrups from my coffee, so I'm going to look into that. But right now, I'm really just enjoying black coffee, if you want to know the truth. The other thing that I did was, I bought this, I'm sure this seemed corny to people when I talked about it at first, and it kind of seemed corny to me when I got online, but I thought, well, maybe it'll help. I bought this workout journal, and it has in here, so when you look, it has like all like the different exercises you do, and then at the top it has, I just got it on Amazon, okay, I think it was like $9.99, it's just this workout journal, and at the top it has the date, and then it says like start and stop, and when you start and stop, and then ounces of water, and then the exercises are down here, and then at the bottom it has like cardio, distance, and all this kind of stuff. Okay, I don't use it that way, so let me show you how I use it, because I had to make it my own. Well, first of all, on the progress tracker, hold on a second. On the progress tracker, I went in here and I looked at the date that I actually started on YouTube, which was 1:30, and my weight at that point was 215.2. When I did my video last Thursday, I believe that I was, well, what was last Thursday? Was that the 8th? Because I was 215 well, I looked this up. Just hold on a second, MyFitnessPal. Because I just looked this up yesterday. I was 215.8. where was I? 215.8. On the 7th, so last Wednesday, which was where I didn't want to do the diet, or didn't want to do the update, I was 215.8 last Wednesday. And then when I did the video on Thursday, I was 214 pounds. And so I listed that on the progress tracker. And so each month I'm going to list here so I can see like a monthly, even though I can look at my Fitness Pal and do that. Because I keep all of my, like on my Fitness Pal, I keep it all tracked, my weights. I don't scan the food. I didn't do all that kind of stuff because I'm going to use this journal. Because for me, I know it's going to sound crazy, but I'm a big notebook lover. And if I can see something written down, it's much easier for me that way. So the way that I did it, and I started it, and this is actually what was this? I'm looking at the dates on here. Okay, so this would have been last Wednesday. I actually broke out, and even when I started doing it last Wednesday, I was like, this is so corny. I like wrote down my weight, which at that time was 215.8, and then the date, and then I put walk, and it was 30 minutes, okay? Then the next day, which was the 8th, I put my date, my weight at the top, and then, or the date, and then I put 214, because that's what I weighed in that day, and then I walked, and I walked for 45 minutes. And then I bought free weights, which I showed over here. And so I just kind of looked up this free weight training from home exercises that you can use, like the floor, a mirror, and a chair. And it's a very like beginners kind of thing. And also starting on Monday, I'm going to start doing this beginners sit-up challenge and this beginners push-up challenge. You guys, I'm going back to basics of like when we were in elementary school because that's what I've got to do to get started. On my walks now, I'm taking periods where I run for like a block and then I stop because I want to get to the point of being able to run, not just walk. And so I started doing some of the exercises that they suggested, like these, like bicep curls and like shoulder things, these chest things and these bicep pulls. And so every day I have been charting this every single day. Like on the 9th, I was 213 pounds, 0.4, and I walked for an hour and 10 minutes. On the 10th, I was 212.8, and I walked for an hour and 17 minutes. On the 11th, I skipped, okay, what I'm going to do now is like, do weights and do a day in between. And then on the 11th, I was 211.8, and I lifted weights, and then I walked for an hour and 31 minutes. And on the 12th, I was 210 pounds, and I walked for an hour and 40 minutes. And then on the 13th, I went up a pound, 0.4. This is why people tell you not to weigh yourself every day. I know, but I'm going to keep on weighing myself every day. It's not gonna, I'm not going to change it now after all these years. On the 13th, I was 211.4, and I walked for an hour and 50 minutes. And then yesterday, I was 210, and I walked for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh, and today, I weighed in at 210.4. So, I have lost, I just did this. People are like, Peter, we've already done the math for you. What is that, 5.4 pounds or something like that? I have lost, okay, so 215.8 minus 210.4. I've lost 5.4 pounds in the last week. And I'm very proud of myself. Very, very, very proud of myself. And I'm just going to have to stick with it. I think, I'm a believer that it takes 21 days to change a habit or whatever. The walking, it's so funny because now Alex asks me every day, he's like, are you going to take a walk? Are you going to take a walk? And I get so excited about it. And it's kind of like fun. It's like, I go down one road and I'm like, should I go here? Should I go there? And then I'm like listening to my audiobook and I love it. And I'm like drinking so much water. I feel so calm. And I just like, my headaches have been going away. I have headaches on a pretty regular basis or migraines and they've been going away and I've just been feeling so much better and making better food choices and things like that. Now, I will tell you, I'm taking Friday and Saturday and Sunday off to rest up and just for good mental health reasons. Tomorrow is the anniversary of the accident, so I decided to take this weekend off and just reflect on that. Tomorrow, I am going to, well, I said last night I'm having a cheat day on Friday, and Alex said, why don't we just start with a cheat meal? See, he's another Kayla, okay? My husband's another Kayla. So I was like, okay, or we can start with a cheat meal. So that's tomorrow, and then getting back on it on Saturday and Sunday. But I'm real excited about this, and, 1 week of success is a foundation to build on. And when I was in early recovery, 1 week sober meant so much to me. This is why when people come to me and I talk about sobriety and they say, I have 1 day or I have, one week or 1 month, I'm like, that is amazing. You're a miracle, right? Like those weeks and those early months that I had were the foundation that I built to be here today. And that's the same foundation that I hope to build. I see myself being a couture model on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't. But I do hope that, I'm transition this into just who I am, not who I'm trying to be at some point. And I'm real excited so far. So thank you for continuing to watch my journey. I love you guys so much. I will be back on Monday and it will be my PO unboxing. I love you guys and I will see you then. Bye.